Hi everyone, this is a love story. Some guy's gotta drive a fancy car, gotta show off that old scar. Some guys gotta buy rounds at the bar, prove how tough they are. Other guys sing and play guitar, act like they're a star. But I don't need to go that far, 'cause I got you, I don't need anything more. There's no one else I'm performing for. I got nothing to prove, I'm not keeping score. There's nothing else I could ask for, as long as you adore me. Yours are the only moves on the dance floor I see, 'cause all I need, all that matters to me, is you. I got you. That your love for me stays true. What means everything is that I got you. Some guys need to talk a big game to get the chance to drop a name. Oh yeah, some guys got no shame, explain every single claim to fame. Have their friends call them by some slick nickname, show every hint of success of what they became. But for me it's just not the same, 'cause I got you, I don't need anything more. There's no one else I'm performing for. I got nothing to prove, I'm not keeping score. There's nothing else I could ask for, as long as you adore me. Those are the only moves on the dance floor I see, 'cause all I need, all that matters to me, is you. And I got you. That your love for me stays true. What means everything is that I got you. I don't need anything else new. You're what gets me through it all. It's that phone call every night, keeps me feeling alright. It's just you, out of the blue. Now all I wanna do, all I need, I got you. So this is a love story. Part of that story is about how guys show off like peacocks to attract a mate. But it's also about how when you meet a person who really gets you, and it seems like they can see inside your soul, you can't hide anything. How that's okay, because with the right person, you want to share everything. Girl with a look, you disarm me. Drop a ton of bricks and make me see that you're stopping me cold right there in my tracks, like a puppet controlling how my heart reacts. Goddamn, I got no defense. You got my ego open with a little common sense, like a judo master flipping around my pretense. With your 2 cents, you dispense with all my nonsense. Goddamn, you put me right in my place, and make my head race and break down my best poker face. I got nothing to hide when you look in my eyes. You're hypnotizing, otherwise strong guy with a broken disguise. Goddamn, you look straight in my soul, take control of the whole thing. And like rock and roll, shake me to my core, shake secretly right through me. Goddamn, I can't think of thing, and honestly, I got nothing left but just to keep me. And I think you agree, that's the best way to be, baby. Goddamn, girl, all it takes is you grabbing my hand, and I understand that all I had planned beforehand, all that's done. You dismiss all hands, my demands, and take command of my heart like the law of my land. I just wait for each moment I see you, when you see through who I've come to be and been through, like some kind of guru. You renew me and undo my blue attitude with each rendezvous. You make me unscrew my head like the mildew from my soul. Take a cue from your trotting true love the way you do, and turn me from this cold statue into a brand new man with only your tattoo on my arm. Goddamn, I got no defense. You pop my ego open with a little common sense. Like a judo master living around my pretense. With your 2 cents, you dispense with all my nonsense. Goddamn, you put me right in my place. You make my head race and rate. Got my best friend poker face. I got nothing to hide. When you look in my eyes, you hypnotize an otherwise strong guy with a broken disguise. Goddamn, look straight in my soul, take control of the whole thing, and like rock and roll, shake me to my core, see clearly right through me. Goddamn, I can't make a thing, and honestly, I got nothing left but just to be me. I think you agree that's the best way to be, baby. Goddamn. That's right. This is a love story. So, of course, it's going to be all about what it's like to realize you found someone who's a perfect fit. If I could build a perfect woman, I'd start with a few things I need. Take a little bit of funny and a lot of nice and mix it with a pile of sweet. I make her head drop down around her face, curve away like just a little bit. Give a style and a style that can light up a room like a torch that always stays lit. Make her walk and move with the groove like a bee from a golden Debbie struck it. Give her a bit of wit, make her fit with a body that just won't quit. She'd be a masterpiece who breaks the mold like no one you ever knew. With the latest state-of-the-art new features and astounding great weed. Once in a lifetime perfect gal, makes it gives a magic groove. I could build a perfect woman, I'd make her just like you. If I could build a perfect woman, I'd make sure she understands how to calm me down when things are rough with just a touch of her hand. She'd always have the right words to say. She's smart like a tiny professor. I never want to let her out my thoughts. I got a obsess over her. Like a nurse, she can fix me up with all the wounds in my heart and soul. Get me feeling like a man. With that natural damage control she's got, she's there. Masterpiece that breaks the mold like no one you ever knew. With the latest state-of-the-art new features and astounding making. Once in a lifetime perfect, yeah. It's the magic brew. If I could build the perfect woman, I'd make her just like you. Take all the fans of all the women who never came before. Pick out the best parts, wouldn't disagree or ignore. Single chance to pour it more. The best ingredients, the recipe calls for a little love and at the door gates that every guy is hoping for. Furthermore, I'd make sure to know from them whenever they were looking for evermore. This is a masterpiece that breaks the mold like no one ever knew. With the latest state-of-the-art new features and astounding breathtaking view. And once in a lifetime perfect girl, it makes a magic brew. If I could build that perfect woman, baby, I'd just make you. If I could build a perfect woman, baby, it'd be you. What would a love story be without figuring out whether you can actually spend the long haul together with someone? The rest of your life is a very, very long time to be with just one person. What's that long haul looking like with you now? Will we learn to live together somehow? Will you put up with my snoring in the night? Or eventually get fed up with me and wanna fight? Cause I'm here till the cows come home, don't wanna go nowhere. Can you put up with me being round and in your hair? I make it hard to breathe, or am I a breath of fresh air? Do you wanna keep hearing what I gotta say? Do you actually not care? The cows come home, don't Cause I can be here for the long run, forevermore. Are you ready for the next act? And then another encore. Does that make you want to pack your bag, slip out the back door? Is it this time now, or are you getting ready for war? Are you ready to be permanently stuck with me? I have the sound of my voice moving in your ears eternally. Have the look of my smile etched upon your eyes indelibly. Or does that make you want to bolt, take off, make a run for it and flee? I don't know if you feel like you won the lottery, or are you biding time until you find a better man than me? You're thinking all you hope to ever be, or will you wake up in the morning next to nobody? Look ahead and make a picture in your head that's so clear. Please tell me, am I in it? Do you see me with you, dear? Or are you unclear if you really sincerely want me near? Do you hope that maybe sometime this year I'll disappear? Forever is a long time to be with anyone, continuously, constantly, perpetually, and endlessly, always, all the time, non-stop, day and night, continually, morning, noon, evening, all along, incessantly, regularly, around the clock, ceaselessly, relentlessly, persistently, seeing me, repeatedly. I don't know for sure if you feel the need to get free. You ask me, sweetie, that's exactly what would make me happy, cause I love you that much, baby. Don't wanna get away, wanna be with you all day and stay with you until I'm gray. See you smile and hear your voice, my choice until my dying day. Cause there I'll be next to me, please don't ever go away. There I sit it down and out, you know just how I feel. It's on the table, sitting right in front of you. My heel, has got the steering wheel to my heart. Baby, I won't leave you, don't wanna break apart. Forever is a long time to be with anyone, consistently, constantly, perpetually, and endlessly, always, all the time, non-stop, day and night, continually, morning, noon, evening, all week long, incessantly, regularly, around the clock, 24/7, ceaselessly, relentlessly, persistently, seeing me repeatedly. I don't know for sure if you feel the need to get free, but if you ask me, sweetie, that's exactly what would make me happy, cause I love you that much, baby. Don't wanna get away, wanna be with you all day and stay with you until I'm gray. See you smile and hear your voice, trust until I die and think it's glad you're next to me, please don't ever go away. This is a love story. So it's about that potentially life-changing moment. You realize you found something exceedingly special, and it feels so good. Sometimes you're not quite sure exactly what you want. Sometimes you just don't know if you should play or punt. Sometimes you feel conflicted inside, going every which way. Sometimes you just can't tell, oh, but not today, cause this is just good, no two ways about it. This is just great, you're right now with it. This is just fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, I really couldn't ask for more. Sometimes there's a little voice inside saying this just isn't right. Sometimes there's just something nagging, it's really not quite the way you want it to be. And I'm so big, yes, but something's telling me this isn't the usual mess. Yes, this is just good, no two ways about it. This is just great, you are not with it. This is just fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, I really couldn't ask for more. Every once in a while I go with it, and you think it might work out right. But try to just look at it and exactly what I like. So there's unsure thoughts you get when you're honest with yourself. Know deep down inside you should just put it on the shelf. But that's not what's going on right here, not even a little bit. I'm really trying to fight some holes, but I just can't seem to do it. This is just good, no two ways about it. This is just friends, I got with it. This is just fine, everything I could hope for. This is just right, couldn't ask for more. In a perfect love story, when you've found what you're looking for, thoughts of your partner can fill your entire day. Wake up every morning, the first thing that I do is think of what it's like to be right next to you. Gotta give you a call, need to hear your voice. I wanna know that you feel the same, that I'm still your choice. Wanna tell you all about how I can't get you out of my mind. Need to let you know that you got me inclined to think I found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. I found what I'm looking for, it's like nothing I ever knew. I found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. I found what I'm looking for, you got me feeling just right. When I go through my day, got you stuck in my head. Echoing repeatedly all the sweet things that you said. Daydreaming about the way you smile at me. Waiting to see your number on my caller ID. Cause I found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. Found what I'm looking for, it's like nothing I ever knew. Found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. I found what I'm looking for, you got me feeling just right. Now when my day is done and I can see you at last, there's a huge change in my groove, oh yeah, a huge contrast. There's really nothing else that I care about. Just wanna give you my love all day I've been holding out. Cause I found what I'm looking for when I'm with you. Found what I'm looking for, it's like nothing I ever knew. I found what I'm looking for, the difference is black and white. I found what I'm looking for, got me feeling just right. A sweet, sweet love story, unless it made you think about how the rest of life, work, and all the obligations we put up with are just essential pieces of experience in between the parts that really matter and have the greatest meaning, which are those times with the people we care about most in our personal lives. Because everything we do revolves around being with the people we love. Been my everything from the day that we first met. There's nothing better than a feeling that I get. You see it in your face when the sun comes out each day. You're watching it set when the evening fades away. And everything in between is all just filled with you. You're there with me, no matter what I do. Everything in between, talking with you around. You're the thing that keeps me from falling down. Just a call to say hello midday, and I got everything I need to feel okay. Text in the afternoon to know what's going on. Just a quick one, don't need a marathon. Everything in between, it's just some other things. Nothing that means much, whatever else life brings. Everything in between, the times that I'm with you, that's just worth doing what I've got to do. We've all got worries, things that need to get done. There's a lot we do to go out and have fun. But that's not what matters at the end of the day. It's just that you're with me, there along the way. Everything in between, it's just life that passes by. Some birthday cake, rainy days, and times with blue sky. Everything in between, nothing matters in my eyes. Like having you with me till the day I die. This is actually a true love story, so it has to include some things about the real experiences we have while falling in love. That process is all very powerful, and the reality of falling for someone can involve a bunch of confusing emotions and even some challenging relationship dynamics. Thought I was doing okay, thought I was strong, but I wasn't ready for you to come along. Know how to push my buttons, just enough for me to take. But just keep straight ahead and right up until I'm gonna break. Drive me crazy, out of my own head. I should be hurting, but it feels good to me instead. You got me unhinged in every way. Turn around, just can't seem to run away. Drive me crazy, yeah. Come on. Drive me crazy, hit me every time. Things you do to me, well, you know they feel like a crime. You got me unhinged, I'm all mixed up. Break me down and then you work me right back up. Got me touched, wrapped right around. Got a little finger, all you can hit me to the ground. You make me lose my thoughts, I'm just helpless. Don't have a single move in a little game of chess. You drive me crazy, I got no defense. Really just don't care, it never makes a bit of sense. But drive me crazy, just a little bit. Drive me crazy, oh yeah, I like it. Like I said, this is a real love story, so there has to be a little about when things go wacky in a relationship. That is a part of every real-life love story. Ladies, please don't take this tune too seriously. It's all meant in good fun. Just a little bone to pick for the guys in the audience who are sitting patiently through a long love story musical. Guys, perhaps this particular storyline is something you can relate to. Do I get to hang out with my girl today, or is something sinister afoot? Are you feeling sweet and loving me, or should I just stay put? Will I have to watch every word I say? Can I joke around a little bit? Are you gonna try to see my point of view, or is it only safe if I rule it? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, which one is it today? Am I gonna have to battle a monster, or is my sweetie coming out to play? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, I never know what to expect. Is it understood I'm trying real hard, or is everything I'm doing correct? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, are you into my well-meaning words, or are the fangs coming out this time, and am I just gonna get bit? Who is it tonight? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, did you wake up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed and now have a bone to pick? Did you have a bad dream about something I did? Now does everything I do make you sick? Do I have to be careful and watch my step, or walk on eggshells? I'm not sure. Should I buy some flowers and chocolate? Keep my mouth shut, is that the cure? You know I try to be that man who's nice and sweet and kind, but if my mood's misinterpreted and you are so inclined to take my idle chit-chat, look at the format and look at the way that I said that. Hell no, I didn't mean to offend. Oh dear God, I'm gonna pay for that. Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, which one is it today? Are you gonna have to battle the monster, or is my sweetie coming out to play? Dr. Jekyll or Mrs. Hyde, I never know what you expect. Is it understood I'm trying real hard, or is everything I do suspect? Dr. Jekyll if I miss this night, or get to my real meeting with, or all the things coming out this time, and am I just gonna get through this tonight? Like a Jekyll, missing time. This is a love story. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be. I mean, it is, but like every good love story, this one's going to have some conflict mixed in along the way. Real love stories always run into a few unexpected challenges. I mean, people always discover a few differences when they start sharing their lives fully and don't always see eye to eye. In fact, sometimes we misinterpret what our partners think, and when we do actually discover some inevitable differences, it can seem momentarily like we might have utterly different goals in life. I want to live a little. What's really so wrong with that? Every day I get up, find something new to get at. See all the people I like, find something to laugh about. Just go have a good time. There's no reason to be riddled with doubt. Why be such a downer? Why not come have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried and fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? We got no real problems. Nothing is holding us down. Really, it's just no good reason to be walking around with that frown. Got no bills of sickness or pain, or hard choices to discuss. We try anything new to enjoy the day. Nothing is stopping us. So why you always so dark and sad? Why not go have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried and fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? You can always choose to find something wrong, if that's what you really want. Always find a new trouble that you think you need to confront. Sometimes it's better to just let it go. Find a reason to smile, cause if you can't do that, life will never be worthwhile. Why you always so dark and sad? Why not come have some fun? Why not just live a little before our life is done? Why not enjoy the sunshine when it's so nice outside? Why be so worried and fearful? Why not just enjoy the ride? This is a love story. But, love stories can get complicated, and there are disagreements. How do we see two different things happening here? I really don't get it at all. What started so simply with a difference of opinion, an apparently harmless curveball, turned into a massive mess that could change our lives and alter the course of our shared long haul. What started as just a little pitfall has snowballed into an insurmountable wall. Suddenly we're not on the same team, not working together, both ready to scream. Frustration and miscommunication have thoroughly replaced our patience, and understanding smiles have been erased. We don't want to hear any reasonable explanation. Our caring attitudes have turned to aggravation. And any nice hope that the situation might end with some positive de-escalation is all gone, and the mutual irritation is all that's left in our communication. The tone of our voices is filled with anger, and what's stranger is that the clear and present danger to the life that we knew and are building together gets ignored like flip-flops in cold winter weather. All that matters at this point is our headstrong insistence that we were never wrong. How is it that neither of us could see it happening, and the dramatic turn that was coming up next around the corner, hidden in the pretext of thinking that what we had that really connects us was instead just a complex combination of confusing effects in our fragile intellects? And so something snapped the moment we let down our guards, and this weakly built framework, this house of cards, came crashing down with just a little gust of wind. And what we thought we had that underpinned everything we'd been working for, all that we had grown to adore, was gone in a flash, smashed up like garbage and tossed in the trash. Just because we both wanted our way and couldn't understand what the other had to say, didn't feel like listening or trying any harder to understand or have any regard for, more than our egos would allow in the moment, we had to vent our discontent and prevent in any event the loss of the value of our own intent. Then, when the humor's thoroughly gone and our eyes are drawn upon each other like fighters in the octagon with gloves on, the game's on. We'll take a hit if it means not having to admit that the shit that we did was at all unfit in any way, that we acted less than perfect in any aspect of this conflict. And we'll protect our ego, goddammit. We're each sure that we were correct. We won't back off an inch or flinch for a moment from each move our opponent makes. We'll foment this argument and blow it up whatever the cost, no matter what could get lost. We're committed to winning victoriously, making each other see that why we didn't agree was each other's fault completely, was the other's fault completely. We'll argue till the end. We won't bend. We'll defend our intent to our ex-girlfriend and boyfriend. We're going to prove that we're right and fight all night, even if by morning light we've lost sight of our original plight and might even rewrite some of the story in spite of the trouble it might bring as we sling more words that sting and cling to saying anything to bring this pissing contest to an ending, in which it's clear that our point of view was best, and despite the stress and lack of rest, we've got what we wanted, which was to win. But now that our relationship has truly been reduced to rubble, we look back at the trouble and wonder if it's curable, if what we have is durable enough to pick up the pieces and find some pieces that are a way to get back on track and come back from the attacks and the setbacks we've unpacked. With all the harsh comebacks and wisecracks we've dealt, was any of that truly felt, or were we just mad and had a bad attitude that became ridiculous? Was all that maliciousness just some mischievous innocence we can walk back and disregard? Is our relationship scarred, or if we try hard to guard against that blowhard disrespect that wrecked our perfectly architected connection and try to reconnect our affection, can we get going again in the right direction? Can we find some peace now that we're tired of being mired in this no longer desired fight? Can we get back to feeling right and agree to a truce to end this abuse we've let loose and reduce the profuse agitation, manipulation, and accusations that shook our warm caring to its foundation? Can we just end this with a hug and kiss and dismiss our pissy attitude that got us unglued for reasons that don't matter anymore? And now that we don't even know what we're arguing for, can we just get back to living happily together and forget that whatever we said, that we ever said whatever it was about however we thought about this clever winning thoughts that we got so caught up in and fought hot about it are just not what we've even got an afterthought about remaining. Let's quit our complaining and makeup and forget this whole buildup that blew up into nearly a breakup. I'm ready to give up and give in. I don't want to win anymore. I want to end this condescending talk, make amends, extend an olive branch, and send a message that I intend to suspend the defense of my position and just pretend that the whole thing never happened. Are you with me? Are we done? Can we just have some fun now and allow ourselves to forget how we got here? Let it all disappear, clear the air, repair this rare tear in our otherwise caring affair, and declare the warfare over through finished and complete. We're both beat. Let's retreat and just be sweet and treat each other to an upbeat end of this browbeating. And please, let's not repeat this routine or ever demean or be so obscenely mean the way we've been ever again. Wait, what exactly do you mean by that? Okay, so this is a love story. So it's all about bouncing back from difficulties and realizing how dealing with challenges and recovering from disagreements can actually bring you closer. So right about now, things are rough, got some big worries, yeah. Life is tough, insecurity because the world has changed. Everything you know getting rearranged. Stress at each turn, it's all brand new. Too many things you got to do. Wake up in the morning with all trouble in your head. Don't even want to get out of your bed. The people all around you messing up. Problems every day building up. Wondering how it'll all work out. And confidence is getting turned to doubt. Imagining the worst and feeling the clock tick. Trying to keep you cool and not get sick. Well, baby, I'm here for you. You can count on me. Whatever you get into, just open up. Let me help you carry that weight. It's easier too. Yeah, baby, I'm here for you. Waiting patiently just to attend to anything I can do. Help you get through. Baby, know that I am here for you. Just take a deep breath and hold on to me. It's all gonna work out fine, you see. You're feeling better and thinking straight. Calm down the brain and slow the heart rate. That's what I'm here to help you do, to make you feel right and get through the brain stew. Relax and forget about all the mess. Stop feeling impressed and process the stress. Dump all the thoughts and get some feedback. Have some fun and get your strength back. That's exactly why we're doing all of this. So whenever we need it, we gotta hug your kids. I'm just waiting here by your side, hoping to do what I can to provide some support to keep you on your feet. Hollows are rocking, solid as complete. Look around me, I help you catch a move the crowd and I try to do. Instead of things the way you see them, bring it all on wherever they come. 'Cause baby, I'm here for you. You can count on me, whatever you get into. Just open up and let me help you carry that weight, 'cause it's easier with you. Yeah, baby, I am here for you. Waiting patiently just to protect you. Anything I can to help you get through. Baby, know that I'm here for you. Baby, you know I'm here for you. Baby, know that I am here for you. This is a love story. And love stories are best when they're all about that wonderful feeling which beats everything else in life. When you find that happy romantic place together, it can make all of life's other difficulties just disappear. Get home at night after a bad day, see my girl, and it all just fades away. I got troubles, too many bills to pay. See you smile, everything's okay. She's a wonderful thing, she makes me feel alright. A wonderful thing, she keeps me warm at night. She's a wonderful thing, she gives me all I need. Wonderful thing, I love her, yes indeed. She's a wonderful thing. Look around, I ain't got much, but it's all good as long as I got her touch. Broken down car, couple nickels to my name. It don't matter, she loves me just the same. There's no one listening to me, I don't matter much. But they're working for me, no country club or such. Won't see me in the papers or getting an award. But it don't matter if I'm totally ignored, 'cause she's a wonderful thing, she makes me feel alright. A wonderful thing, she keeps me up at night. She's a wonderful thing, she gives me all I need. A wonderful thing, love her, yes indeed. She's a wonderful thing. This is a love story. But I'm sorry, guys. More than half of marriages end badly. Even the ones that last all the way to the end, there are bound to be some of those moments. I'm pretty sure that everyone in here with a love story to share can probably tell a few tales about that rotten feeling when you don't want to argue, but you can see the disagreement is coming from a mile away. When that happens, love stories can turn around on a dime, and that situation can become exhausting. Want to have a fight? Okay, I'll tell you what you gotta do. When I say something meaning, find this root. When I say something meaningful and kind, just respond. You don't believe it's true. When I'm genuinely sweet and nice, just ask what you mean by that. And be sure to find the insecurity and mind the focus on it. Big eyes, be strong, don't let up insist. You know that I must be lying to you. Be sure to get angry or hurt no matter what I say or do. Find a way to turn my words into the opposite of what was meant. Take every syllable out of context and change my real intent. Can't you see I didn't mean it that way? That's not at all what I was trying to say. Told you exactly what I meant. I explained 10 times my intent. I'm consistent. If you're insisted I felt something worse. Never back on my thoughts at first. Context of this was down. Possible other needing you now. But then I just don't know how to respond. Cause what they're telling me doesn't correspond. What I want, or how I feel, all I can do is try to appeal. Come on, you know I didn't mean it like that. Not some kind of low down man. Can't you tell you got me all wrong? I got it. You really thought that all along. Only someone that I got to say, why can't you accept? I didn't mean it that way. Say all the things you know sting the worst. Make sure to keep your calm, so you can point out it's me getting upset after you drop an emotional bomb. Keep going, it's working, you really do know how to get under my skin. And if you do it for 3 more hours, then maybe no matter what you got in, I'll take the bait and engage in one of those complaints you had. Instead of realizing any sincere response is just gonna make you mad. I should've walked away while I had a chance instead of trying to understand. Cause all you really wanna do here is get a fighting upper hand. Can you really not see I didn't mean it that way? That's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I explained 10 times precisely my intent. I've been trying hard to clarify each day. Why can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? It's like I'm sitting in a court on trial. No matter how much I want to see you smile, I'm just here to prove I've done something wrong and that you're right about my motivations all. I'm like a lawyer who would win by splitting hairs to find some events, somewhere in my affairs to prove I have a motive that I wasn't aware of. I'm sure I was acting without caring well. These arguments one-sided, I can't make you see it. There just isn't any fight in me. I'll tell you again that I'm here to support you. I don't have a single reason to fight you. I want to be nice, I want to be kind, but I think I'll need some other sweet of mine. I just don't have that sinister motivation, but you can just use some isolated piece of attention. I swear, honestly, I didn't mean it that way. It's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I explained 10 times the rest of my intent. I've been trying hard to clarify all day. Why can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? I'm not related to begin to try to prove you wrong. I don't want anything like that all along. You keep telling me that you don't believe what it is I truly want to achieve. I'm just trying to relax and have some fun. And to this opportunity and you brought it up. I'm just sitting here hoping your sense of humor will help you see my point of view. Hours to the days we go round and round. I can't believe you're still out of town. So friendly, common ground, mutual trust. As I'm still discussed after all we discussed. You don't really want to rehash that argument, let's do it. And is that even related to what's up? I thought we were gonna out, thought it was all clear. And is that even related to what's happening here? Can't we just step back from these fighting words, my dear? Please believe I didn't mean it that way. That's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I explained 100 times precisely my intent. I'm trying hard to clarify all day. Why can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? Running out of ways to say I'm not mad at you. I have no regrets about anything you do. I'm dying to just see you smile and laugh again. I don't know, but do you know how long it's been since I could just say hi, give a hug and kiss? All I want to do is stop arguing like this. When you get mad, if I respond to what you say, and angry, or if I try to walk away, then if you decide to hang up on me, I'm not supposed to take that personally. I've done everything I know to give you what you need. I'm listening to what you want, I'm actually agreeing. How's it possible to misunderstand when I tell you exactly what's linked to things I admit? I try to explain 100 different ways, and we locked onto a single word and phrase. Can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? It's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I've explained 100 times precisely what I meant. I tried hard to clarify all day. Why can't you accept I didn't mean it that way? I was shocked to hear I wasn't sensitive. After giving you all the patience, love, and care I could give, you found a way to say I was aggressive when every word I expressed to you was meant as positive. I tried to see it from your point, from the point of view you had. I asked you what you wanted, but I could not be negative. You're hurt and angry. Don't want to forgive. God, this feels unspeakably manipulative. Of course, you think I'm trying to just pedal back now. Decide to frame it as an attack. Wow, listen to your character. Listen, I love your character and your personality. I love the way you are and how you affect me. I've got no complaints about anything you do. I adore you, Billy. I love you. I'm waiting for you to realize I just want back that woman who was normally so back, is happy to relax together a bit. Who wants to hear some news right and crochet a bit? But I know now that I don't have a chance to get some normal loving and sweet romance, even though it's all I know to do with you. You found something else you think is not true. When you're sugar in my belly like a big little nut, you take the opportunity to keep me in your gut, not just once, but over again, until I finally find you will notice that it's over once I raise my voice. There's no going back, I don't have a choice. I'm shell-shocked and trying to. I'm shell-shocked and trying to make you understand that I'm here for you. Just wanna hold your hand. You feel exhausted and leave this to end. I need to make you understand I'm your friend. Isn't it clear I didn't mean it that way? That's not at all what I was trying to say. I told you exactly what I meant. I've explained 10 times precisely my intent. You insisted I felt something worse. And then go back all my thoughts in the face. Remove from context and whispers around. It requires some other meaning you found. Then I just don't know how to respond. What you tell me doesn't correspond with what I want to do and how I feel. All I can do is try to feel. Come on, you know if I can feel it like that, I'm not some kind of low-down rat. Can't you tell that you got me on my mind? Have you really thought that all along? When you're so right that I got to say, how could you accept I didn't mean it that way? So, this is a love story. I mean, I wanted it to be a love story, but the truth is, love stories don't always go as planned. Everything's so toxic between us. There's never a break. I get home at night, there's nothing but more heartache. You can't stand a single thing I do. All you ever say is that I'm doing it all wrong. Make me forget I had a good day. How we get here I don't understand. How we go so long. Used to smile when you saw me, but it's been so long. How we get to this crazy place that all we do is fight. How could it possibly have turned out? Nothing between us is right. How we get to this situation where every step is so hard to work out? How is it possible for the person I love who makes me feel nothing but doubt? I trusted you'd be there. You were my rock. Now every day you're so balled up. You won't even talk. You went from being perfect, exactly the right match, just never seeing eye to eye. There's always a catch. I can never be myself. No, I try to be nice. The more you tell me I'm hurting you, I'm always on thin ice. How we get here I don't understand. How we go so wrong. You used to smile when you saw me, but it's been so long. How we get to this crazy place where all we do is fight. And how could it possibly have to down? Nothing between us is right. How we get to this situation where every step is so awkward out? How is it possible the person I love makes me feel with nothing but doubt? Okay, this was a love story. Until the love of my life just had to yell at me about messing up the couch cushions several times every freaking day. I probably deserved getting told about how I dropped crumbs on the floor in the middle of the night. But I mean, it was the middle of the night, and I had been working 100 hours a week to make a living, to provide for us. God, this was supposed to be a love story. But lately, it's just seemed like there are almost 50 complaints about every little thing. How the hell are you supposed to have a love story when every day is filled with 50 complaints like that? That's not what I'm in a love story for. I'm so done living this way, getting told I'm doing wrong every day. Got 100 rules to make sure I get right, and 50 more, there's no end in sight. I got 50 reasons to get out of here, 50 thoughts that you don't want to hear, 50 times when you forgot to be kind, 50 days I should have left you behind. Well, this is the one. Gotta wonder what's coming next. Will you call or send me a text to let me know just how I'm messing up? And how many ways? Well, let's count them up. I got 50 reasons to get out of here, 50 thoughts that you don't want to hear, 50 times when you forgot to be kind, 50 days I should have left you behind. This is the one. Oh man, this love story is not going as expected. When the dust settles after the end of a long relationship that was supposed to be a love story, it hits you. How different your life is going to be, and how much of an emotional challenge a breakup can be. I think it's usually all much more painful than we expect or are prepared to accept. There's often a lot of getting back together, trying to work things out, breaking up again, and not being sure what to do when it becomes clear that your life as you'd known it with your partner is over. I can't go back, I can't move on, I'm stuck right in this place. No matter who I'm with, I only see your face. I've been trying hard every day to get you out of my head, but no matter who I'm with, think of you instead. Get up every morning, ready for something new. Halfway through the day, all I think about is you. When you had what you wanted and gave it all up, and nothing else you know is okay. When you had what you needed, now it's gone, and you can't feel me for a day. When you had what you wanted and it slipped away, and you can't sleep at night in your bed. When you had what you wanted and asked it all, just know we went ahead. I keep hearing we weren't right, just no way to go on. But I've just been sitting here hurting since the day that you were gone. There are faces everywhere, you think I choose just one. Get out a little, I wanna have some fun. When I'm doing my good show, that's not where I'm at. No matter who I meet, they all just fall flat. You live life giving everything, but you can't seem to hit the mark. And everything you work for, you also faded watermark. None that ever felt right turned out to be a lie. What could have I have done? How much harder could have tried? You had what you wanted and gave it all up, and nothing else you want feels okay. You had what you needed and now it's gone, you just can't wait for a day. You had what you wanted and it slipped away, and you can't sleep at night in your bed. You had what you wanted and lost it all, it's just no moving ahead. Going through that sort of uncertainty is definitely not a part of the love story I ever expected. Actually, really, how could it get any worse? Here's one way. I've been trying to earn her love with effort no one could critique. But she decided he was perfect after no longer than a week. I gave it 110% for all my very best years, but the instant she got a chance, she left me to drown in my tears. Exes are fucking ruthless. When they decide to give you up, they'll leave you starving in the rain. When they choose to fill their cup, exes are fucking ruthless. Let me be perfectly clear, they won't look back for a second. No, they won't shed a single tear. Exes are fucking ruthless. When they go to get what they want, they'll just pick from whoever they see, like ordering at a fine restaurant. Exes are fucking ruthless. Like medieval kings and queens, they'll tear out your heart and feed it to you without a doubt about what it means. They're fucking ruthless. I committed everything, absolutely all I could give, so that she would stay with me as long as we both should live. There was nothing I wouldn't do to try and make you feel good, but I guess my idea of forever was just misunderstood. It's so fucking ruthless. When they decide to give you up, they'll leave you starving in the rain. When they choose to fill up their cup, exes are fucking ruthless. Let me be perfectly clear, they won't look back for a second. Now they won't shed a single tear. Exes are fucking ruthless. When they go to get what they want, they just pick from whoever they see, like ordering out a fine restaurant. Exes are fucking ruthless. Like medieval kings and queens, they'll tear out your heart and feed it to you without a thought about what it means. It's fucking ruthless. God. Well, this was a love story at one point, but selling my house and moving into a one-bedroom place and giving up family I'd worked hard to build for a good chunk of my adult life and being completely alone and then having to date again at almost 50 years old. God, now that sounds more like a tragedy. Know what it's like to stick a shotgun in your mouth, 'cause everything in your life just keeps on going south. And the only one person here you really care is the one you choose. Caught you totally unprepared. Now you got nothing left, nowhere else to go. Got to give up absolutely everything you know, and all you had to love was wiped out in just a day. There's nothing else wiping tears away. It's gotta end. It's gotta end somehow. It's gotta end. It's gotta end right now. There's nothing fair and nothing right. Nothing left but to give up the fight. It takes more strength than anyone's got, so just pick out your very plot, 'cause now you got nothing left and nowhere else to go. You got to give up absolutely everything you know, and all you had to love was wiped out in just a day. There's nothing else but wiping tears away. It's gotta end. It's gotta end somehow. It's gotta end. refused to give up on this love story. This was supposed to be happily ever after. It had all the right parts. It's not supposed to end like that. So here's the problem, the reason I can't let go, why I can't smile today and won't tomorrow. It's that every memory and every thought makes me realize you were my one shot. There was never another who could make me feel like you do. Never another who made me believe it was true. That there'd never be another who could keep me from looking around. Never another who could make me so sure I had found all that I need. There's 1,001 memories haunting my days, 'cause every single thing I did was with you always. A half a century of just being alive, but all those other years I was just trying to survive. I got everything together, holes in my life, nothing's stopping me, no troubles of strife. No other problems to work out. One thing I can't do is replace the only one thing that ever made me smile. That was you. There was never another who could make me feel like you do. Never another who made me believe it was true. That there'd never be another who could keep me from running around. Never another who could make me so sure I had found all that I need. So how are you supposed to have a love story when you're all alone? Need a friend, someone to be there. I just need anyone, someone to care. I got tunnel vision, my chest is pounding, the nerves are a wreck, and this feeling surrounding me. I look for a solution, but I don't have a guess. I need someone to guide me through this mess. I'm so lost, so lonely in here. I'm so lost, it's like I could disappear. I'm so lost, so need a compass. I'm so lost, feelings are restless. I'm so lost, emotions are fading away. I'm so lost, need someone to show me the way. I just need someone to pay attention to my concerns, apprehension. I just need a shoulder to lean on, to soothe my worry till this obscene reality's gone. Darkness is crowding around me. I feel like I'm drowning in a dark night sea. I'm so lost, so lonely in here. I'm so lost, feel like I could disappear. I'm so lost, so need to compass. I'm so lost, feelings like restless. I'm so lost, emotions are fading away. I'm so lost, need someone to show me the way. I really need some help getting this love story back on track. Come on, Mr. Therapist, show me what you got. I'm hot, thinking about my time slot with you, cause I'm not gonna let hot no more from me. I just gotta be entirely, properly figured out on the inside. Well, your scholar taking me, make me loud, feel satisfied. I don't care if you're cute, sexy, sweet, or nice. Just slice and dust my thoughts, man. Give me advice, make me think twice about how to exercise. Those thoughts might make me nice. Besides, bring it on. I'll pay you hourly price. Make me think. I don't wanna have to drink to feel right. I'm uptight. Give me insight so I sleep that night. Make me breathe, man. Give me a plan to understand. Scan my life. Stand if I'm whatever you can and make me feel better than when we began. Go on, get in my head. Find a thread about what I leave unsaid. Cause I got lead in my soul and instead wanna feel in control. Let me unroll it. I'm taking it toll. I got a ton of loose ends like I'm leaning on everyone. That's no fun. You're the one, my hired gun. I'm gonna jump on you. I hope you got a few. Cause I'm feeling blue. And I never knew I had this much to speak. So many things to get through. I'm not sure what I do. Without you, there's no one else. Wants to hear me cry. Wants to hear my crap. You're quite a chap to listen to me. I can help me unwrap those thoughts that overlap. Make me put in my thinking cap and thinks my handicap. I got a girl who's hot and she really is not the one that I ought to share all my deep thought with. Has helped me to change and exchange these thoughts that are strange and deranged and misunderstood. Get up under my hood, look at my childhood. There's a strong likelihood that you could tell me what I should do to feel good. Just give me the gist of what I missed and why I missed my checklist of things that want twisted my soul to be dismissed. Here's a system in learning what I consist of and how to exist with these problems, Mr. Psychologist. So I guess the only solution to actually build a love story at this point is just to scrap that whole old plot line altogether and start a new chapter. When you realize that things were just never going to be what you hoped they could be, and you come to your senses about painful relationship troubles you've experienced, it can be shocking and a hard pill to swallow. But realizing you're free from those troubles, that's a big step taken in moving toward a better story. What the hell was I thinking? How'd I manage to give up my will? For so many years, trying to put up with someone who's mentally ill. Nothing was ever right. Nothing felt good to you. Nothing could ever keep you from feeling angry, down, or blue. There couldn't have been more reasons to get up and get out every day, to go live your life and take chances, but you choose just to waste it away. Well, I'm finally waking up to exactly how bad it's been, how much poison you fed me over and over again. It was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. I know you do it to someone else, it's too bad I can't help them get free. It felt impossible, you had me so tied up in knots. It's been years since I've been able to have any of my own thoughts. It felt so wrong at first, you broke me apart so easily. But that's exactly what I needed to get my life back finally. Leaving you hurt every second. Leaving you hurt every second. I thought I wanted you back. But there's nothing that will make me live again with a soul that is so black. I finally got away. I always thought that it was my fault till the moment I got to see just how hard you could drive me, just how broken I could be. I bent straight over and took it all in a way no man should take. And you just kept on pushing till it was sure that I would break. And every single moment of every day was filled with your worry and fear. But you were so sure you could never be wrong. To you it was all crystal clear. It could only ever be one way. It was never mine. But now that the spell is broken, I'm gonna be just fine. Leaving you was the best thing that could ever have happened to me. No, you do it to someone else. It's too bad I can't help him get free. Leaving you felt impossible. You had me so tied up in knots. It's been years since I've been able to have any of my own thoughts. Believing you felt so wrong at first and put me apart totally. But that's exactly what I needed to get me my life back finally. Needed you hurt every second. I thought I wanted you back. There's nothing that will make me live again with a soul that is so black. I finally got away. Not bitter. So yeah, this is a love story. Even if it's not perfect, it's still possible to learn some lessons and move ahead. That's the way forward, to learn, gain some perspective. Work way too much for almost all my years. Spent my time chasing money, built myself a few careers. That's not. But all I really wanted back then was to get out and have some fun, to have some time to relax, to know my work was done. Now I get that every day. I got nothing pressing me, but all I can think about now is how good it used to be. The grass is always greener on the other side. It doesn't matter what you got or how you stay occupied. You know you find something to wish for you, one thing that's guaranteed. Cause you always want what you don't have. There's always something else you need. So take it from someone who's been around and like a couple of laughs before you give it up. Don't fall in those old traps. What looks like heaven waiting, it's not what you came here with me. The grass is always greener, and it is what you got, dear. Six months working out every day is harder than it sounds. I starved myself for months. Turns out I look better with a few pounds. I spent all of my best years trying to earn the trust and love of the one woman who did it for me. She's all I could think of. That was the only time when I didn't look around. Never hoped for anything else. It was sure that I had found all I ever wanted. My yard was totally green, but she had never looked what I did. She'd never seen that the grass is always greener on the other side. It doesn't matter what you got or how you stay occupied. You know you find something to wish for, the one thing that's guaranteed. Cause it always wants what you don't have. There's always something else you need. So take it from someone who's been around the block a couple of laps before you give it up. Don't fall in those old traps. It looks like you're waiting. It's not what you think it will be. The grass will always be greener, and it is what you got, dear. Yeah, it looks like you're waiting. It's not what you think it will be. The grass will always be greener, and it is what you got, dear. Okay, this is a new chapter in my love story. I wonder where it might go. It's definitely got a lot more confusing than I ever expected my fairy tale would be. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't have a clue. Is there a plan for all of this? Something clear I'm supposed to do? I go down a rabbit hole thinking, here's a cool choice, only to get drawn away by another interesting voice. I change my whole perspective every single time, alter my core expectations at the drop of a dime. Think of what the future could hold with each possibility. I don't even know anymore what's really right for me. Maybe this one's perfect, maybe she's the one, maybe this is it. Maybe I'm done searching, maybe I finally found exactly just what I need. Or maybe this is just another disappointing dead end lead. Maybe I can learn and grow a bit and try something new. Maybe I'll come down there's nothing here I really want to do. Maybe, baby, you got just the right mix. Or maybe you're just another desperate quick fix. Maybe I shouldn't try so hard to start a new dialogue. Maybe it would be best to give it up and get a dog. And maybe it'd be better just try to be alone. Maybe it's actually more fun to do everything on my own. Maybe I don't really wanna share anything with anyone. Maybe I should just cool it out, go out and have my own fun. Or maybe when I finally found something uncommonly right, maybe this next one will make me see the lights. Maybe I actually missed her a few weeks ago. Maybe this one or maybe that, I really just don't know. Maybe this time it will all be so perfectly clear. And maybe this is all there is and she'll never appear. But I hope maybe, baby, just remember for me, baby, I'll find you someday. Maybe the same way. Maybe, baby. You know, God damn it, this is a love story. This is a story about the human spirit, about moving on and being strong and finding happiness. This is a freaking love story. I'm gonna write a freaking love story. I've been going to the park every day, calling my old friends just to say hey. Got to eat for every meal, but I just realize exactly how I feel. I'm starting over. I got some reasons to feel it. I'm starting over. I was broken, but now it's dead. I'm starting over. No one that feels like you, and it's not over. I want to experience shiny things I learned about in years. Remembering what it's like to step right over my fears. Watching the sunrise every bright new day. It seems like blue skies have placed the gray. I tried so hard to get right to this place. Cut my hair, fixed up my space. I'm passing through into my neck face to face. But you know what they say, it's not a race. I'm starting over. Got some reasons to look ahead. I'm starting over. I was broken, but now it's dead. I'm starting over. No one that feels like you here. It's not over. Can't get enough of the way this feels. This is a love story, I promise. Moving on feels fantastic. But you know, As much as you try to keep a positive attitude about things, life does manage to repeatedly hit you with some curveballs. And when the troubles line up just right, the comedy of errors can be spectacular. Since this is a love story, there are going to be some parts about dating. I mean, that's just how love stories happen these days. There's dating, you know? Dating is messy. It's messy. So I just have to ask this. How many of you have ever been on a bad date? I mean, really, really bad date. Great. Has anyone here ever been on a first date where the person you were with got arrested while on the date? Well, that has happened to me. Twice. That's right, 2 times my companion on a first date has been taken away by a police car for doing truly unimaginable things. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's just say I've had some absolutely amazing, horrible dating experiences, and perhaps it's led to some less than positive thoughts about everything having to do with dates, relationships, and a few select women who led me through some mind-melting interactions. Dating it's messy. Take what I'm thinking and doing and twist it all around. I guess you make me feel like I'm losing it. I got my footing on solid ground. I got no fight, nothing me and nothing to say. When you start treating me that way, now I'm losing it. Tonight I just gotta get away from that crazy girl. I don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl. I ain't unpredictable, I can't hear. She's a crazy girl. I thought she was sane, but instead she's a crazy girl. She play games with your head, watch it. She's trying to tell me the things I didn't do. The things I didn't do. Trying to tell me the things I didn't do. The things I didn't do, I did. She's trying to tell me the things I said I didn't say. The things that I didn't say. Things I didn't say were said. She played with your head every step of the way and messed with every thought. She might start to think that your mind is shining bright, but it's not. It's just she's a crazy girl. I don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl. I can unpredictable, I can't hear. She's a crazy girl. You think she was sane, but instead she's a crazy girl. She play a game with her head, gotta get away now. Run away and scream like you're on fire. She'll pick at you and tear you down until you're tired. She'll make you forget everything that you knew was true prior. She'll spin your thoughts around like a down sheet in a dryer. She's trouble, man, I'll tell you that she can conspire to make you believe yourself that you are a liar. But you're not, she's a crazy girl. You don't want no piece of that. She's a crazy girl. Yeah, she's a crazy girl. You think she was zero instead she's a crazy girl. She'll make you put your head, gotta get away now. Don't get me wrong, this is a love story, and everyone knows that guys are every bit as bad as women when it comes to finding their own happily ever after, and often comically worse. One of the real fun things that happens on dates is hearing about all the horrible, dim-witted, misogynistic attitudes that men have. It's a popular topic of conversation when you're single and on that wild ride looking for a mate. Come on, guys, please stop acting like this. It makes it so much harder for the rest of us normal males to earn some trust. Am I doing sweet little thing. Is my choice of words maybe hitting you wrong? Why are we not connecting? Was it how I said you remind me of my mom? I thought that was nice. Or maybe when I told you I don't mind some fat. Guess I won't say that twice. Maybe you really just didn't get it. When I finished the food on your plate, I was just trying to help you keep from gaining some of that unwanted extra weight. I tried to make it clear I like you better than my exes, compared you favorably to each one. Did you like my idea that the fairer sex is not required to get as much work done? I figured that was thoughtful. Don't mind if you can't do what men do. I want to help explain all you don't understand. Yeah, I want to do nice things for you. I have to wonder if you even appreciate me taking you out. Why wouldn't you let me pay at Mickey D's? What the heck is that all about? Did you like those pics I sent last night? I thought they were hot. But you didn't react the way I expected to me in just an asshole. I tried to text you as much as I could to let you know that I really like you. Why would you possibly block me from doing that? How is it possible that that could strike you? The way you explained it sounds so bad. I'd be proud to get 1,000 texts in only 3 days. God, I'm just so perplexed. And I did everything to let you know just how much you turned me on. I told you I want to lick your sweat, baby, sniff you where you smell it. Bring it on. I want to make you gag and hear you scream. Doesn't that sound good? But you seem to take that all the wrong way. I just don't get why you would. Oh yeah, passing some gas? Well, that just means I'm comfortable around you. I can be myself, take down my guard. Why would you want me to do anything that hides who I am? I want to tell you what I think, every detail. Especially that you're the best female I've met, at least since getting out of jail. You make me want to put my arms around you and squeeze you really tight, press my weight down on you and make you feel my might. Doesn't that just do it for you? Or is there something I don't understand? And who wouldn't like hanging out with my friends and not having anything else planned? I want you to know that even once a month you're honestly pretty enough that I can put up with the girl things you do, even the crazy stuff. Don't worry, I can keep you entertained. I have lots to talk about. I can tell you all night about things I think. I promise I won't hold out. I think you just have the wrong point of view about a lot of things I've done. I could show you some stuff I've learned from other chicks if you could just learn to have some fun. Come on, chill out. Try to understand. I don't want this to have to end. But if you're really sure it has to, would you mind introducing me to your friend? So yeah, I bet everyone here can share a funny, terrible story about troubles with the opposite sex or about getting mixed up with the wrong people. But one of the great things about that is that it gives you some perspective. And when you do finally meet a special person, it absolutely does feel like you've taken a step up out of that pool. Finding someone who's different than you've known in the past can make you realize that a genuine love story is still possible, even after everything you've been through. Lord, I've got it good. Baby, you know what I mean. Finding just what I need after everywhere that I've been. It's like living in the New York penthouse after staying at the Motel 6. It's like dining off your living yard after microwave fish sticks. It's like touring in the Mercedes Benz after riding on the bike in the rain. It's like sipping Bourbon and Dijon after that liquor made from rain. It's like vacationing in Reach Castle after staring at the smart in the box. It's like breathing in strawberry oil after sniffing a cat litter box. It's like coming home from the trail and sleeping in your warm comfy bed. Everything is so good now, Lord, I can't get it out of my head because I took a step up. Well, I guess I just didn't know exactly how good it could be when I got kicked to the curb. Oh dear God, lucky me. So don't think of losing hope and give it all you can, cause the next one to come along might make you feel like twice the man. It's like living in a New York penthouse after sitting at the Motel 6. It's like downing off your living yard after microwave fish sticks. It's like touring in a Mercedes Benz after riding on your bike in the rain. It's like sipping Bourbon and Dijon after that liquor made from rain. She's like vacationing in Reach Castle staring at the smog in the box. She's like breathing in strawberry oil after slipping the cat little knocks. She's like coming home from the trail, sleeping in your warm comfy bed. Everything feels so good now, but I can't get it out of my head because I took a step up. What an awesome experience it is to feel the magic of meeting someone who entrances you. It can take over everything you think about. This love story may be getting back on track. Damn, you're the cutest thing. You make a guy feel like a king. Pulling off something new to get me even deeper into you. When I watch you walk across the room, catch the smell of your perfect perfume. You keep me hanging on every word you give me, wrapped up in my thoughts all day. All I know is I can't get enough of your sweet and sexy stuff. All I know is you got a way of sticking in my thoughts all day. All I know is you got something unique, driven with your better magic mystique. All I know is you make me feel like it tastes a little thing you whet my appetite. All I know is I want more of whatever it is you got in store. All I know is I like what you do. I can't get enough of you, that's all I know. You're a little sugar and a little spicy, mixed up just right, together nicely, always rocking, turn up to 10. You bring it every time over and over again. Dressed up nicer in a little t-shirt, you wanna take a bite, you're like a dessert. It's some move in every move you make, it always makes me do a double take. All I know is I can't get enough of it, sweet and sexy stuff. All I know is you got a way of sticking in my thoughts all day. All I know is the magic you see. All I know is that you make me feel right. It takes a little thing to have my appetite. All I know is I want more of whatever it is you got in store. All I know is I like what you do. I can't get enough of you, that's all I know. About your magic. Oh boy, when you find that one special person who gets you going, and the chemistry is right, it can be so powerful that you don't ever want to let them go. I can still smell your perfume in the air. Feel my fingers running through your hair. Hear the sound of your whisper in my ear. Oh, baby, I want you here. So please, please don't go away. Every cell in my body's calling for you to stay. Do you understand? Do you really know how badly I don't want you to go? I can still see the look in your eyes just before you said your goodbye. I still got the taste of your kiss. 'Cause nothing is intoxicating as the feeling is. Senses are tingling on overload. My mind is spinning wild and it can't be slowed. My heart is beating hard, it's ready to explode. You're on your way to some other zip code. I can still smell your perfume in the air. Your fingers running through your hair. Hear the sound of your whisper in my ear. Baby, I want you here. So please, please don't go away. Every cell in my body's calling for you to stay. Do you understand? Do you really know how badly I don't want you to go? Next time, please don't go. This is a love story. So of course, it's going to be all about what it's like to miss someone when they're away. Every time I see you, my day gets a little brighter. When you go, I just want more of that. When I'm without you, I get you stuck in my head. Think of how you feel, I want to be wherever you're at. I miss you, I miss the sound of your voice. I miss you, everything else is just noise. I miss you, I wanna see you again. I miss you, I gotta be with my best friend. I miss you, I wanna be together. I miss you, it doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. Miss trying to figure out what would make you feel satisfied. Miss all the things you think and everything you feel inside of us hanging out together. There's doing nothing all the time. Just washing the dishes and watching TV, fixing the meat, cleaning the yard. Yeah, I miss you. Miss the sound of your voice. I miss you. Everything else is just noise. I miss you. Oh, I gotta see your face. I miss you, need to feel your sweet embrace. I miss you, I wanna be together. I miss you, it doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. I could take all my hours, put them each in a box. I'd sit them up and piggy bank, but got it like for knocks. And I'd shower you with everyone like a family time of care. Then I'd do it again with all the Sundays and all the poems and prayers. Cause I wanna take every moment and craft each one just right. Do something with you by my side each day and night. I miss you, I miss the sound of your voice. I miss you, everything else is just noise. I miss you, I just need to see you again. I miss you, gotta be with my best friend. I miss you, I wanna be together. I miss you, it doesn't matter whether it's morning, noon or night. If you're not by my side, I miss you. Oh, that part of the love story, when you can't stop thinking about someone, you want to see them all the time. You just really want to know that they feel the same way about you. No one likes sitting and waiting patiently through that. I'm just sitting and waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do. Hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I got thoughts of you that keep popping up, memories that just won't let up. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Holding off on calling, cause I don't know if you wanna hear all about how I'm falling for everything about you, dear. I'm just looking at photos while I got some time, wondering if you stare at them too, the way I am. Imagining whether you smile when you look at my face. And I play back that voicemail you left on my phone when I'm sitting in my bed all alone, wondering why you won't take the time to just touch base. Oh, I wanna hear from you, but I don't wanna crowd you out. I wanna know what you're thinking and understand what you're all about. Now I'm just sitting and waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do, hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I can't figure out just what you want from me. I'm hoping that you're cool me and help me to see how to get you to smile when you think of me. You wanna see me every day, and this one right I'm away, and I'm sitting and waiting to hear from you. I got nothing else better to do, hoping you're thinking of me like I do of you. I got thoughts of you that keep popping up, and memories that just won't let up. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Wishing I knew if you felt the same way too. Won't you please let me know if you feel the same way too. Ooh, and when you get to see each other again. There are some elements in the making of a love story which are not appropriate for kids. If there are any kids in the room, parents, please cover the ears or take a little leave now. The topics in the next two pieces are not meant to be heard by young people. You make my world stop, and there's nothing else. I got the way you smell in my teeth. You make me drop like a rock down on my knees. You make me beg like a dog, hoping if I just say please that my heart won't miss a beat from the drug you are. I gotta just remember to breathe. You're the medicine I need in my veins that makes my brain feel the insane pain the way I like it. You're Mary Jane and grain, moonshine, and cocaine. Put my head in the fast lane. I'll stain my sheets if I think of you again. I gotta hit you like a train, rain down like a hurricane on you, make you stupid like a presidential campaign, burn you hot like propane. Go on, lock me up in that chain. I won't complain. Let me explain the way you make me shake. I gotta just remember to breathe. You move my blood down where you like it. Come on, find out what I'm about. There's no doubt I'll make you pass out while you're holding out. Try it out and find out what you're living without. Come on, break, girl. I got just what you need. I'll exceed your best dream. Make you plead not to stop. Just agree to take in that stampede. Indeed, I'll make you finish so you can smoke your weed, hit the sack, get some rest because it's coming back. I'm not holding back like a maniac, pushing a heart attack. I'm going to eat you like a snack, girl. You got to just remember to breathe. You got it going on just right. I got some insight on how to excite and excited all night, despite your worry and your fright about your heart. I don't bite unless you ask. It's tight delight. I'll make you fly like a kite, and you might just find something that's not quite like anything before. I'm going to make you see the light. Gotta just remember to breathe. Come on, take it. I got what you demand. I'll bring you to the promised land. I understand what you need. This ain't just a one-night stand. I got more than that planned. You couldn't take it all in a day anyway. You won't want to go away once you play with me. It's like a buffet. You keep coming back for another entree, but it's not just okay, it's gourmet. Exactly the way you need it. 6 months of play will make you pop like you never did before that day. I'll be your stairway to heaven. Climb right up. I'll fill your cup, build it up. I won't let up. I'll push you to the edge and then I'll hook you up. I'll make you blow up. You got to just remember to breathe. So how many ways are there to label that part of a love story? Well, here's a complete reference. Let's do the hibbity-dibbity tipsy-doodle, do the dirty deed, do the nasty, the rotten, give you just what you need, engage your glands, then count it, and some heavy, hanky-panky, hit a home run with me, baby, so we can both stop being so cranky. Pump our uglies, wet the willy, get a roll in the hay. Do two push-ups together with you all day. Split the beard and belly bump, make you hum and pulling me out. Share some common knowledge, baby, out without you, wow. Let's do your legs at the booty, make her chicken the sheets and jump your bones. Shag and screw and nail and bang, and we diddle and play with my stones. Hide the salami and butter your biscuit. Put your loaf in my oven, or put your loaf in your oven. Fork and bang and bake the potato. Get us both some hot loving, and some bam-bam in the ham. The bedroom rodeo. Check your overnight dipstick, and moisten your uncooked dough. Feed the kitty, blaze the donuts and relations, and take the dinky. You're busy eating beans, thinking green and Twinkie. Some chatting and swooping, finding and rooting, sheboying and organ grinding. I wanna score with you, babe. I hope that you're not minding. You squat us in my cucumber patch, about to squirt with a little in and out. Put my banana in your fruit salad, fill your crack with my ground. get my corn dog in your battle, attack your big fortress. It's a bouncy and budget the facts, believe every bit of our stress. Big boogie, make love, let some pipe, not boots and jelly plan. If you're up for some funky business, and wanting a man, but that's what I am. I can do the kettle grind, buzz the pillow, crash that custard truck, work some hot yoga, crush your guts. Baby, I just wanna make you feel happy. Thanks for listening and hearing me out. You are so gentle and sweet. Without all the qualities I could hope to find, there's no one else I wanna meet. I just need to know if there's a chance on my account. Please don't hold back. I promise I won't treat you any worse once we hit the sack. No. Let's do that thing. Come on, get down with me and break some nice space. Yeah. As if that whole topic isn't confusing enough, in the utter mess of real-life love stories, sometimes misunderstandings can run even deeper. When you're getting to know someone, you can manage to miscommunicate even some basic attentions about how you feel. It's so important to stay humble and do your best to show how you care. It can mean the difference between staying together and breaking those initial fragile bonds. You couldn't understand why I never felt quite right. Neither of us really did all along. Why the spark we felt never blew into a flame. Well, you never did a single thing wrong. It was me whose hand didn't hold you as tight, and it's me who wouldn't hold you close another night, and it's me whose kiss didn't make you feel right. Now it's me who feels like I'm gonna die inside, 'cause I never felt in love like this before, and I never wanted anything more. I don't ever want to leave you alone again, and we'll never go back where we began. Oh, I never felt in love like this before, and it's just because I never learned how. We never felt in love like this before. Baby, don't you leave me now. I never understood the way you cared for me. Couldn't appreciate what you felt inside. All I knew was my insecurity. Was distracted by my own foolish pride. It took me losing you to understand what I had. It took me losing you and feeling this bad. It took me knowing that you slipped right from my grasp. Now I just want this to last. Now I need you more than anything. Gave my life a new fresh start. Yeah, I want you more than anything else. Baby, now I know it's in your heart. Oh, I never felt in love like this before, and I never wanted anything more. I don't ever want to leave you alone again, and we'll never go back where we began. Oh, I never felt in love like this before, and it's just because I never somehow. We never felt in love like this before. Baby, don't you leave me now. Baby, don't you leave me now. Baby, don't you leave me now. With the right person and a compatible mix of shared values, things go differently, more easily. And perhaps if you're lucky, you may even begin to find a kind of support that makes the rest of this crazy world seem a bit more tolerable. I mean, that's really the whole point of a love story, right? We go running around and get ourselves all worn out, get stressed out and burned out by everything about trying to keep up with 5 million things to do, too many obligations and tasks to attend to. It all comes out so incredibly fast, dealing with problems and getting harassed by everything and everyone all up in our face. So many challenges to beat at a breakneck pace, dealing with messes and pains in the neck, trying to avoid major train wreck, keeping our cool as if it's all okay, breaking down hard at the end of the day, working on sanity every minute, trying to keep our head on the game while we're in it, eating anxiety for breakfast each morning, waiting for setbacks to arrive without warning, pitches and snaps that we don't expect, getting used to nothing being perfect. It all builds up till there's too much to do, it's just no break, then it's for you. It all goes away, just disappears, all of the worries, troubles, and fears just melt away when I see your face, when I look at that smile, slow down my pace, the cute little laugh takes me right off the rails, gets my head turned away from calculated detail, the obstacles and hurdles and setbacks and hiccups, predicaments and headaches, mishaps and hiccups, I can fix something difficult is in my path, the aftermath of all the steps in your past, just a walk in the park, I skate right through, what matters at the end is that I come up to you, what you did to me is make it all alright, when you hold me close in the middle of the night, what you did to me is make it all alright, okay, step past every trouble in my way, what you did to me is make it all work out, wipe away every little bit of doubt, what you did to me is get me to another place, nothing else matters but your loving embrace, what you did to me is get right in my head, get me thinking of nothing but looking ahead, what you did to me, that's all that I need, all I'm waiting for is what you do to me. That's starting to sound more like a love story. With the right person, even walking the dog and taking a car ride can be a blast. Waking up to you when we got time to do the things we want together. And I want more of that. Going out to see that little chestnut tree. Park down Franklin Street, yeah, I want more of that. Ooh, I just want to see you every day. Hold you in my arms, not let you get away. Put you in my life all along the way. I want more of that. When I'm with you, all those lesser things, well, they just fade away and whatever else life brings. All this just fine, you were by my side. There's no problem to take that stuff in stride. When you're hanging around, doesn't matter if you're sun. Cause I got you, just want a little more one-on-one. Eating waffles in the early morning Saturday. Taking the dog out to play, yeah, I want more of that. Got the drinks and a quick bite with sushi on a Friday night. Coming home and turning out the lights, yeah, I want more of that. Ooh, I discovered when you grabbed my hand. Hop into the car, go somewhere unplanned. Tell you everything, cause I know you understand. I want more of that. I want more of that. I want more of that. When you find that one match who's like nothing you've ever known, you wish you could do absolutely anything for them. This is the stuff a real love story is made of. Another day goes by and I get a little deeper, doing everything I can just to try and keep her. Cause there is nothing else like this woman that I know. And what she does to me, well, that just can't be bought. She makes me feel repeatedly, silently something new. She gets me stirring during every occurrence. We go through, contacts me so easily, sits to my psyche just like you. When I meet that good girl, Cecilia, it's clear what I gotta do. I need to hold her to the mold when she's holding what she do. Make her smiling while she's vibing, drinking, styling like she's do. Maybe I'll be dropping her up like I sweet like I'm sure grab a scrub her tub, take her to a club where she can do. Cuddle her, make a puddle of love like wanna do. Get her roller control and turn the bosses, close my motor. Make her breathe hard, my bottle rhythm like I like with the shoe. Do all I can, I can never be ready. about and always scout. She likes to hold the door and make sure we should do it again. 2, 1, 2, 3. Out and about and always scout. She likes to hold the door and make sure she feels secure. Make sure it feels when she's lonely. Make sure it's only till I get back in the field. Make her heart throb on the job and allow her to opt me a switch or two. When she's on the ground, I'm to make her go cuckoo. Keeping her doors and pins and meters while it's getting used to keep. Using the clothes, thinking of the clothes, and I do what tightly I do. It's an incredible edible chemical that I'm addicted to. She's not just at all without. She's not just touching that at all, pulling my like a tree. I'm all in, hurting small, but she's still I'll make her feel good. There's nothing more that I wanna do. When she's not holding me, I'm just wanna tell her I love you. You got me till the end. She's like nothing I ever knew. She's like nothing I ever knew. I gotta have her right now. She's like nothing I ever knew. Take all that she will allow. She's like nothing I ever knew. Oh, I just don't know how. She's like nothing I ever knew. She makes my sweet little heart go pound. She's like nothing I ever knew. Oh yeah, well, she's like nothing I ever knew. Oh, you can't make me disallow her. It's like nothing I ever knew. It's like nothing I ever knew. My girlfriend calls me Boo and I call her Woo. Woo. Cute, huh? A sweet little piece of our love story is that she sent me a text with these words. Nice, intelligent, caring, kind. Ambitious, noble, talented, open, notable, authentic, captivating, capable, inspiring, open-hearted. She abbreviated my name with all those words. You know, it can mean the world to actually say the things you're thinking. It doesn't have to be perfect poetry. Sometimes it's important to just try and get the words out because you never really know what someone is thinking until they actually tell you. I want to tell you what it's like to be captivated, to be mesmerized by someone who makes you see the world from a better point of view. I thought I'd seen it all, but I didn't know what was waiting with the person who could make me grow. So I broke down my walls, trusted what I saw, took down the facade, was honest and thought of all we've been through so far, how I'm likely to see that truly you and me have got something specially hidden deeply that makes me love everything about your sweet personality. I'm giddy because you're witty, you're pretty, you're nice, and I won't ever think twice. Don't need any advice about the paradise you bring because the things you do make me feel like a king, and you make me sing out loud like I never allowed myself to do because I was proud and never this sure that the cure for my insecure and immature feeling was in the love and affection, the connection you made with my imperfections, the direction you gave me, and the introspection that you set in motion and made me so was like a healthy infection of my ego. And now I know that what you showed me was so long ago forgotten, but slowly, although I've gotten a rotten perspective, your corrective directive has been so effective, objectively making my selfishly focused identity expectedly switch intensely from self-pity to what I see as impressively solid integrity and solid integrity, and that devilishly sexy way of being is hopefully in my destiny because I want that chemistry that's so authentically filled with intensity, progressively filling successfully my genetically founded necessity for your simple and coquettishly flirtatious ways. I think all day about how to say I'm hoping you'll stay and be okay with the way I play with you and make sure that you're secure and that you prefer how I stir your soul and make you feel whole. It's my goal to roll with whatever you need and not control anything, just to exceed what we indeed both agree are the needs of a growing life together that's better, and we both want right down to the letter. I'm going to let you have what you care about, so you have no doubt that it's just right, and I won't fight about anything that you might like, and that you're downright excited to set your sight on me every night, and that I make you swoon with each tune that I write and croon that the honeymoon goes on, and soon you can understand the way this man can plan more than you thought would be possible. The inconceivable is believable and achievable because I'm motivated, and I waited this long to create a life with a person who related to me without being frustrated or irritated with my unregulated thoughts, and instead is exhilarated, yet invigorated by my opinion me to desire to live with fire, and that you admire the things I aspire to try and you acquire. The same in this game of life, and aim to claim something other than the lame nothingness that I found elsewhere, and want nothing less than that unreserved yes and success in this life, which can be such a mess that this work in progress can become a process of growing happiness and kindness that beats the distress of all the excessively unhappy, crappy perspectives that have been defective in the past, and at last we can have a blast. Ooh, you are so cool. If you do stay true to your brew, I'll be one who's never blue. I'm so glad you had a breakthrough and you decided to start new and see this thing through. I think in the beginning we just misconstrued our thoughts due to miscues and how we pursued and reviewed the traits we were used to and others we knew. But I trust your view that you're not cuckoo and you do cut through my thoughts and get deep in my heart. Ooh, I'm so glad you never withdrew. Thank you, because I sincerely love you. So I'm still making mistakes. She's still doing an unbelievable job of understanding everything about me. When you find someone who genuinely gets you and appreciates you, is patient, supports, and shares in life together with you, it's hard not to want to give them the world, to be motivated to want nothing more than to see your partner happy, to be working together with the person you enjoy most, to get through the toughest troubles as a team, and to really share your lives. But that's a great love story. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're all going to make mistakes along the way, but being there for the people you care about most, especially when things are difficult and messy, is a huge part of what drives the most meaningful experiences in all our lives. Do you know what it feels like to have regrets, to want to change what you have done, to have disappointed someone you care for, and fail to fulfill a loved one? You're the center of my life and everything to me. You're precious, sweet, and kind. I want to be there and support your needs, make you safe and give you peace of mind. I want to make you know you're cared for and loved. Someone always sees your point of view, who wants to understand what you're feeling, who cares, is patient, and listens to you. If I could do it again, if I could take it back, if I could not have been a selfish child, now that I understand what you felt inside, I wish I'd done a better job. I wasn't sensitive and thoughtless, thinking of my own view. I'd learned lessons of what was happening to me. I could have taken better care of you. I took the old time even better than that. I treat you, yeah, you can trust that I want to give you all. Try hard to know what's happening to you. I hear what you're really asking for. I want to make up for everything else that doesn't ever go your way. I want you to know that I'm by your side with you right there to help every day. The way that you share and fairly listen, spread happiness everywhere. Wherever you are, I want to be there. Make you feel like you're walking on air. There's nothing else that makes me happier. Know that I make you feel good. If I can do that every time and somehow, I'm sure you'll never be misunderstood. If I can see inside your heart and know exactly what I should do, if it's possible to give you what you need, I hope you know that's what I'll always do. I want to make up for everything else that doesn't even go your way. I want you to know that I'm by your side with you right there every day. Yes, I will. For everything in my power, I will. Give it every hour it's yours. I will give you all I got. I will put your good in my ears. Yeah, I will. You thrill me, baby. Yeah, I will. Till we're done with our journey, I will. Try to feel you. Yeah, I will. Over time, I'm overkill. I will chill with you. It's like a pill. Those other battles are just a drill. You could never kill my will. That's why I'll be there for you. Yeah, I will. I'm there for you. Yeah, I will. I'll still be there when the sun goes down. I will. I'll say it again. I will. You know I will. I will. So this has been a love story, but it's really never quite done. And just like it, many of your own personal love stories may have been wild, wacky roller coaster rides filled with unexpected turns and challenging situations. But that's just a reflection of how imperfect we all are as human beings and how crazy the world we live in is. In the end, we're all going to look back at our lives and we'll remember the troubles and the amazing experiences. And I think, more than anything, we'll remember our relationships. Because to me, those are truly what mean everything. The love stories are the center of our lives, imperfect as they are. things don't work out exactly how you want, and everything's a mess. Sometimes all that you try seems to go just the wrong way. I gotta confess, there are times when I feel like breaking down. I just can't hold out. There are moments I got nothing left to give, but you wipe away that doubt. Give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. Just your beauty and your grace. Touch me every day when I hear you say my name. And everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, you give me some inside. You show me some daylight. When you hold me so tight, I got everything. When troubles come along and the sunshine disappears, the sky is filled with a cloud. And all the work I do, how it doesn't mean a thing. I'm just a nameless face in a crowd. There are times when I feel like breaking down. I just can't hold out. There are moments I've got nothing left to give, but you wipe away that doubt. You give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. With just your beauty and your grace. Touch me every day when I hear you say my name. And everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, you give me something inside. You show me some daylight. When you hold me so tight, I got everything. You give me everything that I need to go on. Keep a smile on my face. Give me every reason that I need to look ahead. Just your beauty and your grace. You touch me every day when I hear you say my name. Everything's alright. Oh yeah, every time my back's against the wall, give me some inside. You show me some daylight. When you hold me so tight, I got everything. I got you, I got everything. Thank you all so much for coming out and sharing some of my most personal, corny, and sometimes embarrassing love story experiences. I hope that you've got a chance to at least feel a few meaningful moments, that maybe you stopped for a bit and contemplated a similar interaction you've had, or perhaps thought about a person who is precious to you. And now, I hope you can go home and live your lives with the people you love. Do it while you got the chance. Good night.